Good day and welcome to you all. It gives me immense pleasure to have you all with me here. Today, I am going to teach you a very important and interesting topic. Without much delay, let us proceed. In the last video, we studied division of time and the timeline. In this video, let's continue with a new subtopic of the lesson history and the concept of time. Measurement of time and the methods of measuring time. So, this is the new topic that we are going to study in this video. Look at these pictures. Units of measurement. You can see that they are all instruments used for measurement. The balance, a tape, weigh machine, you can see the liter. So all these are the different instruments used for measurement. But we can't use these measurement instruments for measuring time. So these instruments we can't use for measuring time. So now let us continue. Measurement of time. To measure time is to measure the length of time. The following units are used for measuring time. For measuring time, we use these units: second, minutes, hour, day, week, fortnight, month, year, century, and millennium. These are the units used for measuring time. A second is the smallest of all these units. Okay, now out of all these units, you can understand a second is the smallest unit used for measuring time. To measure time is to measure the length of time, and we use all these units mentioned here for measuring time. After century, we come to millennium. And a smallest unit is a second. Second is the smallest unit for measuring time. That's the smallest unit. Let's continue. Methods of measurement of time. There are different methods of measuring time in different parts of the world. The common era or the Christian era is the most widely used one. The common era or the Christian era is the most widely used one, the unit for measuring time. In different parts of the world, they use different methods, but the common era or the Christian era is the most widely used one. We studied it earlier, BC and AD. The time before the birth of Jesus Christ, the time before the birth of Jesus Christ, it is called BC, before Christ, and the time after the birth of Jesus Christ is called AD or Anno Domini. This we studied in our last lesson. Let's continue. Day, month, year. 18, the date. 8, that stands for the month, and 2020 stands for the year. We generally indicate a particular day by writing the date of the day. Okay. We generally indicate a particular day by writing the date of the day. The day consists of the serial number of that day, followed by the name of the serial number of the current month, and then the serial number of the current year. Okay, let's read it once again. We generally indicate a particular day by writing the date of the day. The day consists of the serial number of that day, followed by the name of the serial number of the current month, and then the serial number of the current year. Okay, this may be a little confusing, but when we go to the next page, we will understand better. Day, month, and year. Okay, day, month, and year. The name of the day. Okay, day, we write the name of the day. Then we write the month, name of the month, and then write the current year. Okay, once again, I'll explain for you to make the topic clear. Day, for that, we write the name of the day or we write the date. Okay, for the day, to represent the day, we may write the name of the day or the serial number of that particular day, followed by the name of the month. Okay, the name of the month is August, or we write the serial number of that month, that is 8. After that, followed by that, we write the current year. The current year is 2020. So this is the way we represent the day. Okay, 18, 8, 18, 8, 2020. So we can write the same way the day here, Tuesday, August 2020. That same thing can be written by marking here 18, 8, 2020. Let's continue. Okay, we know this month is August, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. And to represent the day, okay, Tuesday, okay, if it is 18, we may take the serial number of that day. Serial number of the day is 18, and then followed by the current month, or we write the current serial number of the current month, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, after the day, we write the serial number of that month, and then followed by we write the serial number of the current year. So the current year is 2020. If it's next year, then you will write 2021. So this is the method we use for representing writing a day and also giving the complete detail about it. Other methods. We have seen that the Christian era began in memory of Jesus Christ. It is an age-old custom to start a new era to commemorate a special event. Okay, we have seen that the Christian era began in memory of Jesus Christ. So we studied already, Christian era began in memory of the birth of Jesus Christ. It is an age-old custom to start a new era to commemorate a special event. For example, the coronation of a great king. One example, okay, the coronation of a great king. It's an example to begin a new era. So we started a new era when Jesus Christ was born, and that is called the Christian era. Then any other king could start a new era to commemorate a special event. So I am giving you one more example. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had started a new era or Shaka. known as the Rajabhishek Shaka in 1674 AD to commemorate his coronation. Okay, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had started a new era or Shaka known as the Rajabhishek Shaka in 1674 AD to commemorate his coronation. The important events in the life of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj 1630 AD to 1680 AD. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was born in 1630, in the year 1630. Oath of Swaraj. So he was born in 1630. Oath of Swaraj, it was in 1645. His escape from Agra was in 1666. His coronation in 1674, and Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj died in 1680. So these are the important events of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's life. The same way we can write or represent the important events of a person's life. The same way we can represent it. The beginning you have to put no arrow mark, just start it with a dot. We started over here with a point and continue that line, and there is an arrow mark, shows it is going that side, and here this event ended with his death in 1630. Now let us study about the eras used in India. Let's see what are the eras used in India. Shalivahan Shaka, okay, Shalivahan Shaka and Vikram Samvat are the two eras that are used in India. Okay, Shalivahan Shaka and Vikram Samvat are the two eras that used in India. Okay, the two eras used in India. Okay, you remember the name Shalivahan Shaka and Vikram Samvad. Let's continue. The founder of Islam, Prophet Muhammad, migrated from Makkah to Medina. Okay, Prophet Muhammad, the founder of Islam religion, migrated from Makkah to Medina. The Hijri era was started to commemorate this event. Okay, the migration from Makkah to Medina is to commemorate that event. The Hijri era was started. Okay, Hijri era was started to commemorate this event of migration of Prophet Muhammad from Makkah to Medina. The Parsi community in India. Uses the Shahanshahi era. Let's see what is that. Okay, the Parsi community in India uses the Shahanshahi era. Okay, now let us conclude the lesson with a few questions. Question number 1. What are the units used for the measurement of time? What are the units used for the measurement of time? Question number 2. What is the most widely used method of measuring time? Question 3. How do we indicate a particular day? Let's continue with the next question. Which era was started by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj? Which era was started by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj? Question number 5. Which are the two eras used in India? Question number 6. Why was Hijri era started? Why was Hijri era started? Question number 7. Name the era that Parsis use in India. Name the era that the Parsis use in India. Okay, you do the revision of all these questions. Just go through this question and write all these answers. I hope these questions are very simple and easily you can find out the answers from this video. Just pause the video, watch again, pause it, and then whenever you come across the answers, write that answers. First copy all these questions, then watch the video again, and then write the questions and answers. And some of you might have missed a few videos of our earlier lesson number 1, and even lesson number 2, the first 2 videos. And those who missed those videos, don't worry, you can find all those videos here. What you have to do is, you have to go to YouTube and in the search engine, okay, in the search bar, you write the name A.K. Sir Anatharakil. So this name you type clearly on the search bar. So a page will open like this, and you click on this uploads, okay, and here you can find out all the videos of lesson number 1 and lesson number 2. So you can watch it again for your studies, and you can complete your book, you can learn it, and then it will be very helpful for you. And you subscribe this channel so that whenever I post a video, you will get it. You will not get the video when the school posts this video in the site. You will get after 3 or 4 days. You can get all those videos here, so that it will be very helpful for you for your further studies. Hope you all understood and liked today's lesson. See you in the next video. Till then, take care, stay home, stay safe.